What's good, Binhi? This is Brother Ben.
My name is Brother Wyatt.
Brother DJ Blanco.
Sister Lenny, and this is
And this is
Fighting the Good Fight.
Fighting the good fight is fighting basically against all odds. No matter what is placed in front of you, no matter what comes in your life, no matter anything, you just have to find a way to get through it. Fighting a good fight is basically persevering through everything.
Of course, it means to not give up when times get hard, and when we experience hardships and we experience sufferings. Of course, fighting the good fight, that's what it means, not giving up and keep continuing on. But it also means to fight the good fight the right way. And for us, members of the Church of Christ, we're taught to fight the good fight of faith.
Fighting the good fight means always representing the Church of Christ, no matter what type of hardship that you might go through.
When a person fights, they have resources, they have strength, they have knowledge. And for us, when we fight the good fight, we have to use the faith that we get from church. And what it involves, a lot of fighting the good fight is, asking God for help, to continue on, to endure, because it does get hard. And the fight will become hard, but we shouldn't give up. It's always about asking God for help and continuing on the good way.
To me, it means not giving up in your duties and remaining steadfast. And, just going for the win, till you finish your race.
Fighting the good fight is fighting the good fight to not give up, but to do it the right way, to do it with faith and to do it with love, and to do it with always in mind that God is always there helping us out.
Being able to endure hardships in life really strengthens your faith, and that's because you rely on our Almighty God, and because you're able to endure hardships, that you're able to trust in Him more because He's guided you through all those hardships that you went through.
The outcomes of enduring hardships is one fat benefit at the end of it all. Every time you are faced with something in your life, at the end of it, there's a reward. That reward of not only feeling that weight lifted off your chest, lifted off your shoulders, but what it is, it's that reassuring feeling. That reassuring feeling that, you do have what it takes. You do have the strength. You do have that mentality, that mindset, to persevere, keep going, and enduring.
Well, there's a lot of outcomes that a person can experience, and not everyone faces the same kind of hardships, of course. One person might be having a harder time than another person, and maybe not. But the point of having hardships in life, of experiencing that kind of suffering, is to become stronger, and that is God's ultimate goal. It's His ultimate reason for giving us trials in life, for giving us these kinds of hardships, and also to make sure that we don't forget about Him.
Basically, hardships are like tests, and God gives them to us, and He will never give you anything you can't handle. So the test is to prove that you're still committed to Him. And also, overcoming hardships, you grow spiritually, and then you become more dependent on God rather than just, going through your hardships by yourself.
This is almost always the case, but the greatest outcome of enduring hardship is, becoming a stronger person, not just, physically, emotionally, but most especially spiritually. When we endure hardships and we overcome them, we become stronger in the faith. We can say that I have experienced this and I have gone through so much suffering, but I am still here. I am still a member of the Church of Christ. I still have my duty. I have overcome what God has given me. And now that I am stronger in the faith. And of course, hardships never stop. because we still live in this world. They're just going to keep coming and coming. But every time we overcome that hardship, life gets a little easier because our faith gets stronger, and we develop that full trust in God that no matter what happens, we'll always be okay.
At the end of everything, you realize that you're stronger than you thought you were ever before. Through these hardships and after all these things you endure, you know that deep inside your heart, you're going to be able to face anything.
You build relationships, and you kind of increase your support system. And it definitely gave me the ability to speak and interact with people.
It benefited me in so many ways. First off, it helped me to become who I am. At first I was always that shy dude in the back, not trying to say anything, not trying to participate in anything.
Strengthening my faith and allowing me to be closer to God and also to other members of the church.
I never thought I would have all these abilities, all these characteristics to have been a leader. I never thought that I could be that much of a significance and be that much of a help to the church. I felt that, after becoming an officer, I felt that in my heart, I was also closer to God.
Becoming an officer becomes something more once you're actually in it. Whatever purpose you have for becoming an officer, it all just blends away once you're actually an officer. Like becoming a choir member, some people think that it's hard and they don't want to do it. But then you take up the office and then you just realize that it was something that you were always meant to do, and you learn to love it and embrace it.
Being a choir member, like whenever you sing and you can feel his presence, it's really an amazing feeling.
And you learn that it's something that God gives to people. It's not something that you can just decide on your own. It's something that God gives to you because he believes in you and he knows that you can perform whatever that office is, not better than everyone else, but because he wants you and he chose you to do it. And for me, I think becoming an officer really saved me. There are a lot of times when I could have just easily left, and I could have done all these other things, because honestly, as a Binhi growing up, high school is tough and there's a lot of temptations and there's a lot of people who want to take you away from the faith, and most especially the devil, And so having an office is more than just a gift. It's a means of protection from the different temptations and vices of this world. It's something that really increases your faith. And it's something that we should always just cherish, because we never know when our life's going to end. And when God gave it to you, he can take it away just like that, super fast, and we won't be able to do anything about it. So if we take up an office, we should take up an office, perform it with all our heart, because that's a gift. And by cherishing that gift, we'll just become even better members of the church and become even stronger. It's tough. It's tough to be Binhi because you grew up around an environment that is constantly changing, that is trying to make you do different things. And I know in high school is when a lot of new things when you are exposed to a lot of new things. It's a matter of asking yourself, it's a matter of questioning what you believe in. As a Binhi, it's really important that you really take heed to God's words. The Bible is your guide and your friend. Journeying as a Binhi in this world is scary.
You might hear this a lot, but it's gonna be prayer. Straight up, that's the best thing anyone can do. you hear it all the time, just pray, just pray. But when they actually say that, when you actually hear that, that's just a constant reminder to always call to God in every point in time that you face in any kind of experience. Like, especially going back to facing and enduring hardships, God places those hardships, God places those sufferings in front of you and in your lives for a reason. He puts it in our lives for a reason, because He always wants to know that we'll call out to Him. He wants to know that coming from our hearts, that when we're faced with all these hardships and when we are forced to stand our ground, He wants to know that we'll be the first ones calling to Him, the first ones praying to Him. And that's how it should be.
The best advice is always trusting God, because God has plans for you that you don't even know yourself. Like I did things I didn't even think I could do, and I'm always so surprised sometimes by what I can do. And it just goes to show that, God never leaves you. If you have something you want to accomplish, you always need to trust in God, and you need to tell God what you want. God knows, He already knows what you want. He just wants you to say it to Him. He wants you to come to Him in prayer and say, God, this is what I want. This is what I hope to accomplish in life, and I need your help. God won't give you anything that you can't handle, and in the same respect, He won't give you anything that will harm you. God will only give you something that will benefit you. And so if ever in life you have some kind of thing you want to accomplish in all your endeavors, and you find yourself like wavering and losing faith, it's just a trial, it's not going to last forever. Stay grounded, believe in God, and in this same way, God will just bless you with the things that you need.
There was a quote from Kajojo Bayani, if you know him, when I was in Florida. He said, "Let God not be your spare tire, but let Him be your steering wheel." And the meaning of this is don't turn to God only in times of hardships and when life is not going well, but also turn to Him when life is going good, and let Him be your guide in all that you do.
There's a lot of advice I could give, but I'll keep it short. One very important thing to keep in mind is that while you're Binhi, at that age, a lot of the people of the world are trying to find out who they are and trying to discover themselves. And as Binhi, we shouldn't be like them, because we already know who we are. We found ourselves, and that's being members of the Church of Christ. So one advice to give is that we should always remember that being members of the church, we shouldn't be confiding to this world and going with the world's ways, because we're different, and should always be true to that. Keep that in mind.
A battle given by God
Is a battle
Worth fighting for.
Fight with your all.
fight for your faith.
What's good, Binhi? My name is Brother Ben, and you are... Wait, what was I saying?
Wait, do I look at the camera or you?
Where do I look at the camera? Do I look at you?
He's not giving up.
Here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That, you prove to God that you're committed. And,
Do that one again? What are the outcomes of enduring hardships?
sorry, I need to, me coming from a small locale, I was always, I was always, I need to, connect with ships or tests that, okay, I can't do this anymore.
You started off good.
I know.
Okay, so God. Start over.
How did becoming an officer benefit you?
Dude, I'm not ready. I didn't say. Dude, I had an answer. I forgot it already. Trust in him more because he's guided you through all those hardships that you went through. Swag. Other members of the church, which also led to me swag. Just cut off that part. Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
Stop laughing, man.
Okay,
I'm not supposed to smile. I don't
Okay.
smile.
what does finding a good friend mean to you?
Dude, you gotta be serious, man.
Okay,
Dude, you're like laughing, man. My name is. Dude, you're making me laugh. Like, go in the corner.
A battle. Wait. Sorry.
A battle given by God. Is a battle.
Right there.
Is a battle. Is a battle. Is a battle.
Fight with your all. Fight with your faith.
Fight for your faith.
Oh,
Or just say
dang
fight for your faith.
it!
Right?
Okay.
Fight with your faith.
Fight for your faith.
Oh, fight for your faith. Wait, what's it? Fight for your faith. And fight for your faith. Fight for your faith. There you go.
Okay.
Fight with your all. Fight for your faith.
So beautiful.
Stupid.